Hello and welcome. My name's Rebecca and today we'll be practicing a trauma-sensitive yoga sequence that will last for 1 hour. During this class, I will be suggesting yoga postures, but please feel free at any time to take a more comfortable posture that you feel will suit you at that particular time. As we move through the postures, there'll be opportunities for modifications. So I would recommend having 2 blocks and also a blanket. And please feel free to take any version of the modifications that you feel would work best for you. Through the class, we'll be focusing on comparing opposites. So, for example, we'll come into one pose and then we'll move to another pose and then we'll flow back to the first pose. So between 2 postures, we'll be coming back and forth. And this would be so that we can compare the opposites. Now, comparing opposites in yoga philosophy helps with assisting to neutralize polarity. So that's when we can be really adverse to something and really prefer something else. But this can help us to perhaps neutralize some of this preference versus adversity. And we'll also be doing this with the breath. So we'll come into a pose as we rise up on an inhale, and then we'll come down on an exhale. And then we'll compare that by rising up on an exhale, coming back on an inhale. But if you would prefer just to stay in one posture or to do the breath of your choice, please feel free to do this through the class. So during this sequence, we'll be starting in postures on the earth, so seated postures. Then we'll be coming to some kneeling postures, and then we'll be coming to some standing poses. Towards the end of the class, we'll come back to our seated postures and we'll close the class with Shavasana. Now, Shavasana is a time for integration of the sequence. It's a lying down posture, but you are very welcome to come to a comfortable seat during this time. I would recommend staying on the mat though for Shavasana. And during Savasana, I will be playing some soothing therapeutic music on the harp to assist with the integration of this yoga sequence. So we will start by coming into a comfortable seat. You might want to sit on a block and for some height. And I would recommend having another block behind you if you do sit on a block, because your hand will come round to the back. And you can either sit kneeling or you might want to sit with your legs crossed. If you do sit with your legs crossed, just notice which leg has come in first. And we'll start by just becoming aware of the breath. So you might want to bring your hands, palms down on the thighs. And if it's okay with you, you can just soften your gaze and perhaps your eyes will close. Just do what's most comfortable for you. And then just being aware of the parts of the body that are in connection with the earth, the feet, the sitting bones. And have a sense that you're grounded down here to the earth, and a sense that you can lift up through the spine, space created between each vertebrae up to the crown of the head, And just allow the shoulders to relax down away from the ears. And now just begin to notice your own breath, your ordinary cycle of breathing, your inhale followed by your exhale, the flow of life. And now we will just begin to lengthen the breath. So that's making the breath a bit deeper. And we'll inhale through the nose. Watch the breath come into the lungs. Perhaps it can go into the stomach. And on the exhale, releasing from the stomach, out through the lungs and through the nose. Inhaling through the nose, filling a deep breath right into the bottom of the lungs, into the stomach. Exhale from the stomach, through the lungs, out through the nose. This time we will inhale once more through the nose, into the lungs, into the stomach, but just sigh it out through the mouth. Once more like this. Inhale through the nose, into the lungs, into the stomach, exhaling through open mouth. And have a sense on the out breath during this practice that you can just release and let go of any concerns, any burdens. So we'll come now to bring our hands into prayer position, and we'll do a seated flow. So on the inhale, bring the arms up wide to the sky, and then exhale as you twist over to your right. So your left hand comes behind the knee, the right hand perhaps is on that block behind the low back. And then inhale as you extend in the spine, and then exhale, just twisting a little bit deeper. Inhale, come back to the center, hands to sky. Exhale, twist to your right, left hand behind the low back, right hand just behind the knee. Inhale to extend, exhale to twist a bit deeper. Inhale back to center, hands to sky. Exhale, twist right. Inhale as you extend the spine. Exhale as you twist deeper. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Unwind. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, twist left. Inhale as you extend in the spine. Exhale as you twist deeper. Really relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Inhale back to center, hands to sky, and just bring the hands back to prayer position. So we'll just cross the legs the other way around. So just notice which leg is in first, and then bring the opposite leg in first. And just take a moment to notice how that felt. Notice this opposite. Did you have a preference for sitting one way or the other way? Just observe that. Now we'll bring our hands back into prayer position, and we'll inhale the hands to the sky. Exhale as we twist right. We're going to add on here. So we're going to inhale that right arm, the back arm, up and over to the top corner, opposite. And then exhale that hand to the opposite knee. Really round in, bring the chin towards the chest. Now there are 3 versions at this point, so you might want to just look. So you can either come up with folded arms, or you can come up with a version of prayer arms. Perhaps your elbows are touching, perhaps they're apart, or you can come up with eagle arms. So the hands, backs of the hands might be touching, or perhaps the palms are touching. So just coming back with the hands on the opposite knees, and the left hand is above the right hand. Curl the chin to the chest, and then we'll inhale with arms of your choice, and then exhale, relax the neck and the shoulders. Unwind, inhale, hands to sky, exhale, twist left. Inhale that left arm, the back arm, to reach up and over to the opposite top corner. Exhale the hand down to the opposite knee. Inhale with arms of your choice, and then exhale, relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Unwind, inhale, hands to sky, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale the right arm to reach to the opposite top corner. Exhale the hand to the opposite knee as you round in, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale with arms of your choice. Exhale, relax the shoulders down, relax the neck. Unwind, inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, lift the left arm over to the top corner. Exhale the hand to the opposite knee as you round in, chin to chest. Inhale with arms of your choice. Exhale to relax the neck and the shoulders. Unwind, inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, just bring the hands to heart center. Okay, you might want to just straighten out the legs just a moment, perhaps bringing some gentle movement to the knees. Allow the circulation to come back to the feet. And we'll remain seated, and it's completely up to you how you wish to sit. Again, you can come to cross-legged, or you might come to kneeling. You might be on a block, or you might be sitting on the floor. So we'll take the block that's behind us and we'll put that over to the right side. And we're just going to do some neck movements now. So as you feel yourself grounded to your sitting bones, to the earth and through the feet, inhale as you extend in the spine, space created between the vertebrae, and then exhale to lower that right ear towards the right shoulder. So we get a stretch down the left side of the neck. And then inhale that left arm to the sky, and then exhale that hand down to about waist height, moving the right hand to the block, perhaps even lean over. And then inhale as you breathe the breath into the neck, the shoulder, the arm. Exhale to release and let go of any tension, any burdens. Inhale, feel this breath, fill the cells of the neck, the shoulder, the arm. Exhale to release and let go. And then just lowering that left hand down, use the right hand to gently push the side of the face up so that the head comes up to neutral. This is just to remind us to let go in the neck so that it doesn't have to do all of that work. Just take a moment now to feel the difference between one side of the neck and the other side. And you can take your block over to the left and we'll repeat. So inhale, Become tall in the spine. Exhale to release that left ear to that left shoulder. Inhale that right arm up to the sky, and exhale, palm face down, that hand to about waist height. You can put your left hand on the block, perhaps lean over. Inhale, send the breath into the neck, the shoulder, the arm. Exhale as you release and let go. Inhale, feel the breath, fill the cells of the neck, the shoulder, the arm. Exhale as you release, let go of the past. And then just lower that right hand down. Use the left hand to gently push the side of the head back up, neutral spine. Just take a moment to feel the sensations in the neck. So we'll come now to some seated cat-cows. Now you might want to just straighten your legs out once more because you want to be able to have some circulation return to the feet. Just shake out the legs. And you're welcome to come back to kneeling, or you might want to come back to cross-legged. You decide which you prefer. We'll come to some seated cat-cows. So just bring the hands, palms down on the knees. They might be on wider if you're sitting cross-legged. And with a neutral spine, just inhale, curl the spine. So you have a gentle back bend, perhaps look up. This is cow. And then exhale as you curl the spine in a C shape. Chin comes to chest, shoulders come forward. This is the cat. We'll do 2 more like this. Inhale, gentle back bend, tailbone sticks out. Perhaps look to the ceiling, cow. Exhale as you round in for the cat. The chin comes to the chest. 1 more like this. Inhale with the cow. Exhale for the cat. And then inhale to neutral. So now we will compare opposites. You're welcome to take the previous variation of breathing, or you could try this version of exhaling with cow, inhaling with cat. So take an inhale, and then on the exhale, as you come to the cow, gentle back bend, perhaps looking to the ceiling. Inhale as you come to the cat, rounding in, chin to chest. Exhale for the cow. Inhale for the cat. 1 more time. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. And then just come to a neutral spine and just take a moment to compare those opposites. Did you have a preference there or an aversion to one or other? Now we're going to come down to the floor, so I'd recommend bringing your blocks towards the top of the mat, and you might want to have your blanket in the middle of the mat just for some padding, because we're going to come into cobra pose here. So bring the forehead to the earth, the tops of the feet to the earth, and bring the hands so they are about the height of the low ribs. And then really press down with the tops of the feet into the earth. We're going to inhale and come up for cobra. And then we're going to exhale and come down. We'll do this twice more. Inhale for cobra. Broadness across the collarbones. Exhale. Down to the earth. Once more like this. Inhale, cobra. Elbows tucked in. Exhale. Back down to the earth. We're going to do that now with the opposite breath. So we'll come up on the exhale. So take an inhale. And then exhale for cobra. Inhale to come down. Twice more. Exhale, cobra. Inhale down. Last time. Exhale, cobra. Inhale, come down. And then we'll just take a moment. So just bring your elbows up to the top of the mat and the hands underneath the forehead, just to relax the back out here. Take a couple of breaths, sending the breath into the spine. And then we'll just inhale and come up into a tabletop position. You might want to turn your blanket round so you'll have space here for the hands to come onto the mat. You want the knees onto the blanket here. So we're going now to come into a low lunge. So in tabletop, really press down with all four corners of the palms into the mat. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. And then on an inhale, just walk that foot forward and send it between the hands. You might even use a hand to bring that foot forward. And then really ground through the left hand as you peel the right arm up to the sky. And then exhale that hand down so it's near the right foot. We're going to come up now for low lunge. So inhale, coming up, low lunge. You want the right knee stacked over the right ankle. And having the shoulders relaxed down away from the ears. We'll just take a moment to find our version of low lunge here. You're always welcome to take that foot a bit wider if that feels more stable to you. Walk the right foot out a bit towards the right. And then we're going to exhale. You might want to take your blocks now as we come into half splits. So coming onto the heel of that right foot, you can always have a bend in the knee, using the blocks, having the wrists under the shoulders, wanting to have the hips square to the front of the mat, broadness across the collarbones, taking a moment to find some stillness here. And now we're going to come between half splits and low lunge. So you want to probably bring this foot back a bit and then inhale as we come up for low lunge. And then we're going to exhale, come back, half splits. I'm going to repeat that twice more. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Now we're going to do the opposite with the breath. So we'll exhale to low lunge and inhale to half splits. So low lunge, exhale. Inhale, half splits. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, half splits. One more time. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, half splits. And now just remove the blocks from the mat as you send that right foot back into tabletop. And we'll repeat that on the other side. So inhale the left foot to come between the hands. And just have the left ankle under the left knee. You might even be where your right knee is above, the right hip is above your right knee, or you might come a bit further forward. Just find the version that's most comfortable for you. And then ground down through that right hand into the earth as you inhale and peel that left arm up to the sky for a twist. And then exhale that hand back down to the earth. So we'll inhale up now for our low lunge. Just find some stability here. Again, you might want to walk that left foot out a little bit towards the left if you're looking for more stability. Pressing down with the back foot to help us to feel stable. Shoulders relaxed now. And then exhale as you bring your hands to your bricks, and we'll find half splits. So coming onto the heel of that front foot, perhaps the legs straight, it might be bent. The hips are square to the front of the mat, and you want your wrists underneath your shoulders. Broadness across the collarbones, finding stability in half splits. And then we'll start to compare the opposites between these two poses. So we're going to inhale for low lunge and then exhale for half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. And we'll repeat these movements, but this time we're going to exhale for low lunge. Inhale, half splits. So inhale, then exhale, low lunge. Inhale, half splits. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, half splits. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, half splits. And then just exhale, remove the blocks from the mat and send that left foot back into tabletop. Now we're going to come to some standing poses, so we'll just a moment remove the blanket from the mat, just put that over to one side, and we'll come into downward facing dog. So from tabletop you might want to walk your hands a bit longer, perhaps a bit wider, uncurl the toes and just send the hips to the sky. We'll just take a few moments in dog pose, just pedal out the dog here. You might have bent knees in dog pose, pressing down all four corners of the palms into the earth. The biceps wrap away behind the ears. And then just inhale as you take small steps towards the front of the mat. And slowly with bent knees, uncurl the spine all the way up to mountain pose. Perhaps take a couple of shoulder rolls here. And then just come to the middle of your mat, facing the long way of the mat instead of facing the short side of the mat. So you can have your feet hip width apart. We're coming into mountain pose. So really ground down through all four corners of the feet to the earth. Spread the toes and then have a sense of a gentle lift up through the ankles, the lower legs, the knees, up through the thighs and the hips, through the abdomen and the chest, up into the shoulders, the neck, the head, up to the crown of the head. Have a sense that you can lift up here. So you're connected to the earth, but also lifting up through to the sky. And you can have your palms either facing towards the legs, or perhaps they face forward to the front. Feeling steady like the mountain, the steady mountain who remains still throughout all of the seasons, all of the weather, all of the changes, steadfast. And then we're going to just walk our feet. Your feet might come this wide, or perhaps they come wider. Just find the right width for you. And then we'll turn the left toes slightly in, and the right toes can go to the short edge of the mat. Now, you might want to have your heel in line with your instep, or you might want to create a bit more space, so bring that right foot more towards the back of the mat. And we'll come into Warrior Two. So just lower that right knee so it comes over the ankle. Make sure that the knee isn't coming forward, it's in line with the ankle, in line with the foot. Shoulders stacked over the hips, and just bring the arms up. Warrior Two. Look down that front arm, feeling grounded to the earth and feeling the energy, the strength of the spiritual warrior. Feel empowered in this pose. We're just going to move now through two postures. So inhale to flip the front palm, bring the right hand down the back leg and the front arm up to the sky, reverse warrior. And we're going to exhale as we bring the forearm to just behind the knee, and then inhale that left arm up for extended side angle. We're going to now come between these two poses. So we're going to inhale for reverse warrior, and then we're going to exhale for Warrior Two. Do that twice more. Inhale for reverse warrior, exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, exhale, warrior. Inhale, reverse warrior, exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, exhale, warrior. Inhale, reverse warrior, exhale, extended side angle. And then we'll just inhale, we'll come up, just allow this leg to rest a moment. We're going to repeat that, but this time we'll take the breath in the opposite way. So just come again to your warrior. And we're going to exhale, reverse warrior, inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, reverse warrior, inhale, warrior. Exhale, reverse warrior, inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, reverse warrior, inhale for warrior. And then straighten that front leg and just bring the feet to face the front of the mat once more. And this time we'll repeat that on the other side. So just bring those right toes slightly in and the left toes to face the long end of the mat. And you might want to either leave the feet so that heels in line with the inner step, or you might want to create more space by taking that left foot out towards the back of the mat. And then just slowly descend the knees so that that left knee comes over that left ankle, making sure it's not coming forward. It is in line with the toes when you look down. Keeping the shoulders stacked over the hips and bringing the arms into your warrior. Look down that front arm, feeling empowered like the warrior. And then just inhale to flip that front palm, reverse warrior, and then exhale for extended side angle. Just feeling the extension down the right side of the body. We're going to repeat this twice more. Inhale, reverse warrior, exhale for warrior. Inhale, reverse warrior, exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, exhale warrior. Inhale, reverse warrior, exhale, extended side angle. Now we'll repeat this but changing the breath. So we're going to exhale, reverse warrior, inhale, warrior, exhale, reverse warrior, inhale, extended side angle, exhale, reverse warrior, inhale, warrior, exhale, reverse warrior, inhale, extended side angle. One last time. Exhale, reverse warrior, inhale, warrior, exhale, reverse warrior, inhale, extended side angle. And then just coming up with straight legs, bring the feet together, and then just walk the feet together. And we'll just come one more time into mountain pose. So again, really ground down through the feet to the earth, spread the toes. Have a sense that you can lift up out from the feet, all the way through the body, right up to the crown of the head, connected above, connected below. Feeling steadfast, like the mountain, always present throughout the seasons, throughout the weather. And then now we're going to come down onto our mats, and we'll want to have our blanket once more, and we'll come to cobbler's pose. So you might want to sit, in fact you might want to sit on your blanket, so you might fold it up. Depending on the height that you want, you might fold it up into a small square. And if this isn't high enough as well, you can always bring another block underneath your blanket for some extra height. You choose, when you're in the pose, which version you think would be best for you. Remembering you can always come into any comfortable position at any time during this class. So we're going to be seated and bring the soles of the feet together. Your feet might come further forward, depending on your hips and what's more comfortable for you, or they might come closer to your body. And then you can just hold the feet here and just feel a gentle stretch as the knees just start to descend towards the earth. And it's up to you. You can either remain with the spine straight up like this, in an upright position, or you might want to come a little bit further forward. You might bring your hands to the earth, you might stay holding your feet. Just find the optimum version of this pose, cobbler's pose, that suits you best. Just be aware of the breath. If ever the mind starts to wander, just bring the focus of attention back to the breath. The inhale followed by the exhale, the flow of life, your ordinary cycle of breath. And if you've come forward, just inhale, come back up. And we'll come now to head to knee pose. So again, you might want to be sat on some height, and you might want, again, more height than just this folded blanket. Bring a block as well closer to you. Just send the feet out in front of you. So this is staff pose here, with the toes pointing to the sky, and you can bring some blocks under your hands, or you can be cupped on the fingertips. So it's sort of, we're taking a bit of a right angle with the knees, the legs, and with the torso. Your legs might be bent as well. Just be kind. Take the best version of this pose for you. Feeling steadfast in this pose once more. And then we'll just bend at the right knee. So bring the sole of the foot towards the inside of that left leg. And if you're on some height, I would recommend using a block to rest that right knee on. And you can either stay upright like this, perhaps you hold near the shin, perhaps just above the knee, or you might start to come forward, just walking the hands down the calf area. It might come to the ankle, it might even come to the foot, and you might start to bring the head closer to the knee. Just be in your version of this pose. And you want to keep broadness across the collarbones as you come forward. Remembering you can always take any posture of your choice that is more comfortable for you. And while we're here, begin to focus again on the breath. Just follow the breath. Watch the breath as it comes in and as it goes out. The ebb and the flow of life. And then we're just going to inhale and we'll come up. And this time we'll send the right leg straight, and we'll bring the left leg so that the sole of the foot touches the inside of the right leg. And again, you might want to bring a block if you're on a height for that left knee to rest on. Do ensure that your left knee is rested on something if it's higher than the earth. And again, will either stay in an upright position, and you might want to bring the hands to the earth, or you might start to walk forward with the hands, perhaps walking further down that front leg. And the front leg can also be bent as well. Perhaps you're holding the ankle or the foot, having broadness across the collarbones, having a point to focus on, perhaps looking at the foot, and just become aware again of the breath. Your inhale followed by your exhale. The flow of life ebbing and flowing through life. And then inhale as you come back up, and we'll send that left foot straight, and we'll just come now to some twists, some seated twists. So just bring that right leg up and then cross that leg, cross the foot over the other side of the leg. You might want to bring a block behind you. So you can either just bring a gentle twist here, and you can hold the right leg with the left arm, just hooking that elbow near the knee, and you can hold on to your other arm like this, or you might take your right hand behind you, resting on a block if you're on some height, or you might even bring that left hand, that left arm in front of that right leg, and you can have the hand point to the earth, or you can raise the hand up. You want to create broadness across the collarbones, and you can either look forward following the line of the torso, or you might even look over that right shoulder. Just find the optimum version for you. And while we're here, just focus on the breath. Your inhale followed by your exhale, ebbing and flowing through life. And then on an exhale, just unwind. We'll just counter pose. So just gently turn towards the left just a moment, and then send that right foot straight. This time we'll bend at the left leg, bring that left foot over the right leg, and you can either bring the right elbow, hook round that left knee, and you can bring the left hand on top of the right, or you might be opening a bit further and bringing that left hand behind the low back. Or you might even bring that right arm over the left leg with the hand either resting on the floor or perhaps pointing upward, and creating broadness across the collarbones here. And while we're here in this twist, again, focus on the breath. Inhale, followed by exhale. Flow of life, ebbing and flowing. And then exhale to release, straighten that leg. And then moving props from the mat, you might want to unfold your blanket and perhaps lying on your blanket like this for Shavasana, or you might want to cover yourself in Shavasana. Now you can either remain in a seated position, perhaps like we were at the beginning of class, or you can lower yourself down to your back. You can always keep a gentle bend in the knees or straighten the legs, having the arms a bit away from the body, and just tucking the shoulders underneath. And you can just rest here. You might want to keep the eyes open, or you might want to let them close. Just decide which is your perfect version of Shavasana. And while you're here, just allow yourself to receive the healing music from the harp to assist the integration of this yoga sequence in your Shavasana. Just become aware of your breathing. Just begin to deepen the breath and bring some gentle movements to the fingers and the toes, the hands and feet, taking any movements that you wish to in your body. Perhaps you're stretching out, perhaps you're hugging in. And when you're ready, if you're lying down, just turn over to one side and just pause here to feel yourself connected to the earth, feeling safe and held by the earth, being cradled by Mother Earth, who provides us with all of our needs: food, water, shelter. And then when you're ready, just gently pushing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. And then bringing your hands into prayer position. Thank you for joining me in this practice today. I wish you well. Namaste. Follow this link to the Emerald Alignment, which is a 4-minute energy field alignment to complete the integration of this yoga practice. There are links below for more information. If you enjoyed this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to the channel.